Central Bank boosts productive wakaf implementation to support national economy. Soho Global Health has set the distribution of 299.52 billion rupiah cash dividends. Good afternoon, viewers. Market Headlines is ready to provide a number of informations from business, economic, and capital market sectors. With me, Wicky Adrian. This is Market Headlines. Central Bank sees that wakaf potential in Indonesia is very huge. Through productive wakaf, it is hoped that a process of distribution of benefits for the wider community will occur and can boost national economy.
Central Bank keeps developing productive wakaf through various financial product developments. The Central Bank Governor, Prasetyo, said in a productive wakaf webinar explains that the role of wakaf has become increasingly important following the rapid development of Indonesia's Islamic economy and finance. There are ways to develop productive wakaf, such as financing through wakaf-based project model. For example, wakaf can finance sector related to plantation, agriculture to offices, and therefore, productive wakaf is expected to be able to boost national economic more than just a religious purpose.
Bagaimana suatu proyek wakaf produktif ini kita bisa struktur pembiayaannya. Pak Ketua BWI, Pak M. Noh sudah tadi menyampaikan bahwa wakaf, transformasi wakaf harus mampu menghubungkan wakaf sebagai keuangan sosial menjadi juga terintegrasi, menjadi juga dengan wakaf yang komersial. Sebagai salah satu contoh adalah kas wakaf link sukuk. Sukuk adalah keuangan komersial, tapi wakaf tunainya adalah keuangan sosial.
In addition, the government emphasized the need to use digital technology in managing wakaf. Digital wakaf go for mobilizing public social funds such as cash wakaf and sukuk-based wakaf. The productive wakaf management can be more effective, efficient, and transparent. Jakarta, Rajo Pakmo for IDX Channel.
Government keeps boosting small businesses' performance through various assistance. One of the way through productive presidential assistance for SMEs, that now the progress has reached 88%.
The government, through the Ministry of Cooperatives and SMEs, has recorded that until now, the realizations of residential assistance for SMEs has reached 88.11%. It means that around 8.6 million small business actors have received the assistance. For the first phase, government targets 9.8 million small business actors to get the assistance. But for the whole target, government targets 12.8 million small business actors to get the assistance.
15,36 triliun untuk 12,8 pelaku usaha di target awal untuk penyaluran 9,8 juta. Ini sudah terrealisir 88,11% atau 8,6 juta pelaku usaha mikro.
Besides that, Minister Detan also ensures that the government will provide support financing access to small businesses through People's Business Credit with a target of 253 trillion rupiah with an interest rate of 3% by the end of the year. From Jakarta, Adi Firmansyah for IDX Channel.
The government plans to raise the People's Business Credit Ceiling, or CORE, for micro and small medium enterprises from previously 500 million to 20 billion rupiah. This is done to encourage an increase in the ratio of bank credit for MSMEs for 30%.
The government's plan to raise the People's Business Credit Ceiling or KUR for MSME this year was conveyed by the Minister of Cooperatives and SMEs, Teten Masduki. Teten said that the increase in the ceiling from 500 million to 20 billion rupiah was carried out to increase the ratio of bank credit for MSMEs to 30% in 2024 from the current 20%. Although an increase in the credit ceiling is planned this year, Teten confirmed that he would still discuss this matter with the coordinating Ministry for Economic Affairs to carry out in-depth coordination regarding the distribution scheme, particularly interest-setting to the guarantee aspect. With the plan to increase the credit ceiling, it is hoped that MSMEs can grow even more, especially in terms of business and their products, so that MSMEs can move up in class.
Karena nanti dalam tayangan kita yang memperoleh KUR 2-20 miliar itu betul-betul UMKM yang punya potensi untuk tumbuh, ya, baik itu misalnya dukungan SDM-nya, inovasi bisnisnya, inovasi model bisnisnya, termasuk juga misalnya produknya unggul, didukung bahan baku yang cukup dan lain sebagainya.
Previously, the government targeted the People's Business Credit or KUR ceiling in 2021 to be 253 trillion rupiah with an interest rate of 3%. This step is expected to be used by MSMEs to increase their production so that they can stimulate the national economy. From Jakarta, Ade Firmansyah for IDX Channel.
To increase people's trust on Wakaf management, government will increase Wakaf administrator quality through national certification.
In Islam, wakaf can be defined as a form of continuous charity which is created by giving away an asset that produces benefits, revenues for targeted objective on permanent basis. The administrator is called as Nazir. A Nazir must have capacity to act and contract. In addition, trustworthiness and administration skills are required. For that, Vice President hopes for the support from the Indonesian Wakaf Agency together with Ministry of Religion, Ministry of Manpower, and Productive Wakaf Community to make national certifications for Nazir or Wakaf Administrator. Starting from compiling the Indonesian National Work Competency Standard of Nazir, Vice President hopes that the competency standard will serve as a guideline in order to carry out education and training as well as competency tests for Nazirs.
SKKNI ini menjadi sebuah prasyarat dari proses sertifikasi Nazir. Untuk itu pemerintah memberikan apresiasi kepada para pihak yang telah terlibat secara aktif memberikan masukan dalam pengembangan SKKNI Nazir tersebut. Pemerintah berharap SKKNI ini dalam waktu dekat dapat segera diterapkan, sehingga para Nazir akan memiliki kualifikasi berstandar nasional, sekaligus akan mendorong peningkatan kepercayaan publik terhadap pengelolaan wakaf.
People's trust on Nazir is a must, according to the Vice President Ma'ruf Amin, so that literacy is very important. Indonesia's Wakaf literacy is relatively low at a score of 50. This is lower than the average category that should be around 66.78%. Jakarta, Rajo Pakmo for IDX Channel.
Market headlines will be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
Assalamualaikum Sobat Milenial, berikut adalah tips untuk mengatur dana THR. Yang pertama adalah menabung sebagian dari dana THR yang diterima. Dengan Anda menyisihkan dana THR untuk ditabung, Anda dapat mencegah pengeluaran yang tidak terkontrol. Kedua, membatasi belanja online. Di tengah Ramadan dan Idul Fitri banyak sekali e-commerce yang menebar diskon di mana-mana. Nah, Sobat Milenial jangan terjebak, prioritaskan dana THR untuk kebutuhan utama. Yang ketiga adalah zakat dan sedekah. Anda bisa mengalokasikan 2,5% dari THR untuk zakat fitrah dan sisanya bisa dialokasikan untuk berbagi kepada sesama. Keempat, dana darurat. Di tengah pandemi virus corona, dana darurat dapat menghindarkan kita dari kejadian yang tidak diinginkan. Ya Sobat Milenial, memang menerima THR ini merupakan momen yang ditunggu-tunggu pada saat Lebaran, tapi tetap harus bijaksana dalam penggunaan THR dan harus menggunakan dananya sewajar-wajarnya dan juga jangan boros.
Jadi kesulitan kalau mau gunting rambut, mau perawatan rambut itu kan memang belum ada salon khusus muslimah. Ya udahlah, aku waktu itu optimis aja gitu kan ya, bismillah, karena melihat pasti banyak yang kayak aku yang kesulitan.
Kunci sukses dari seorang Ibu Yulia itu sebenarnya apa?
Aku pede aja deh bikin one stop service salon, itu cuma satu lantai gitu kan.
Transisi ke energi baru dan terbarukan tidak membuat industri energi fosil lantas surut. Seperti apa dampaknya terhadap sektor migas?
Turunnya atau rendahnya harga minyak dan gas yang sangat drastis turunnya, adanya pandemi yang membuat terbatasnya pergerakan.
Langkah yang dilakukan apa nih Pak?
Hingga hari ini saya kira brand hari ini sekitar 55. Ini sesuatu yang positif untuk industri yang itu kira.
Welcome back. Bill Gates and his wife Melinda announced that they are to divorce after 27 years of marriage. The 65-year-old Microsoft founder's wife filed the divorce document citing a broken relationships as the reason for the split. The couple announced the groundbreaking split online, saying while they can continue working together, they cannot grow as a couple. Very sad, isn't it? But this is not usual divorce because the divorce costs a lot. So let's see how much it cost on the first graphic. This is Bill and Melinda Gates' divorce. The net worth of Bill Gates as much as $130.4 billion US dollar. Meantime, for estimated divorce costs as much as $127 billion US dollar. According to NZ Herald, the divorce is now the most expensive in the world, coming at an estimated cost of $127 billion US dollar. Why is so expensive? Of course, Bill Gates is one of the world's richest billionaires. Through his success began with Microsoft, his shares in the company now only represent 19.6% of his wealth, which is around $26.1 billion US dollar. Much of his money goes to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, but the exact amount hasn't been disclosed. Gates' biggest asset is holding company Cascade Investment, which he funded with Microsoft stock sales and dividends, and his stake in Cascade Investment is valued at about $29.9 billion US dollar and accounts for 22.2% of his wealth. While their divorce comes as a shock to many, it's not the first time mega-rich couples have seen their fortunes and marriage and in divorce. And one of the epic one is Jeff and Mackenzie Bezos' divorce. And I will break it down for you in the next graphic. This is Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie divorce, and the net worth as much as $193.2 billion US dollar, an estimated divorce cost as much as $36 billion US dollar. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon and the world's richest man, paid $36 billion US dollar to settle the divorce with his wife of nearly 26 years, Mackenzie Bezos, in 2019. But now Mackenzie Scott has since remarried and now refocuses on her own philanthropy. She received a 4% stake in Amazon worth more than $36 billion US dollar. And there's another mega-rich couple that end into divorce. It was very iconic when Formula One billionaire Bernie Ecclestone divorced from his second wife, Slavica. And I will break it down for you. This is Benny Ecclestone and Slavica divorce. The net worth of, Bill as the billionaire as much as $3.4 billion and estimated divorce costs as much as $1.2 billion. And he was married to Slavica for 24 years until they divorced in 2009 and on the grounds on his unreasonable behavior. While most billionaires might be fearful of having to split their wealth, Ecclestone benefited from the divorce. Documents show that since his divorce in 2009, he has received $500 million from his ex-wife's trust fund. In a highly unusual divorce settlement, rather than Ecclestone paying Slavica Ecclestone a good chunk of his fortune, she appears to be paying him at the rate of $100 million per year. And now that we just discussed about the Formula One billionaire, and now we jump to golf billionaire. He is American professional golfer Tiger Woods. Same as before, the golf legend doesn't really have a good marriage life back then and ended with $1 million divorce. And I will break it down for you through the next graphic. This is Tiger Woods and Ellen Nordgren divorce. The net worth of Tiger Woods as much as $800 million, an estimated divorce cost as much as $710 million. And at the same time, he was the world's wealthiest sports star, worth more than $1 billion. And then, from that divorce, Woods lost $35 million in sponsorship revenue as his private life unraveled over allegations that surfaced about affairs between him and several women. It is reported that Ellen received around $100 to $110 million from the divorce settlement. At the same time, she received monthly child support, which came around $20,000, but then it doesn't instantly make the golf star go broke. As of 2021, Tiger has a net worth of $800 million, and he is reported to be the richest golfer in the world. Tiger is sponsored by Monster Energy, Upper Deck, Hero Motocorp, and Japanese pain relief company Kowa. And at the same time, he has appeared in various advertisements and often sponsors products on social media. And from those billionaires, we can learn that money doesn't guarantee successful marriage life. Plus, a divorce can be so expensive, has a lot to do with conflict and disagreement. And stay with us on Market Alliance because we'll be right back after the break.
Presiden Joko Widodo memiliki optimisme yang tinggi terkait dengan proses vaksinasi nasional yang sedang dilakukan saat ini. Bagaimana tanggapan dari pengusaha dengan angka ini?
Tentu membuat kita harus lebih berhati-hati.
Langkah apa yang tepat dilakukan untuk bisa meningkatkan pemahaman masyarakat?
Komunikasi publik adalah kunci. Jadi kita harus bisa menunjukkan kepada masyarakat bahwa vaksinasi itu penting.
Halo Sobat Milenial, berikut adalah pilihan investasi untuk Sobat Milenial. Yang pertama adalah tabungan di bank. Nah, tabungan di bank ini sifatnya sangat liquid, jadi dapat diambil kapanpun dan dalam bentuk cash. Yang kedua adalah deposito. Investasi dalam deposito dapat diambil ketika jatuh tempo dengan tenor tertentu dan imbal hasilnya 5-6% per tahun. Dan yang ketiga adalah investasi dalam bentuk obligasi. Nah, obligasi ini dibagi dua. Ada obligasi yang diterbitkan oleh pemerintah dan ada obligasi yang diterbitkan oleh perusahaan swasta. Yang keempat, investasi saham. Dengan berinvestasi saham, kita akan mendapatkan dividen atau bagi hasil dari perusahaan. Dan yang kelima adalah investasi reksadana. Reksadana adalah produk investasi yang dikelola oleh manajer investasi. Dalam reksadana dapat menjanjikan imbal hasil 10-20% per tahun. So, kamu pilih investasi yang mana?
Presiden Joko Widodo meresmikan jaringan infrastruktur air bersih SPAM unggulan.
For the last segment, at the Jakarta Composite Index intraday movement earlier today, JCI was opened at the level of 5,987.33. Then approaching the closing time of the first session, the index was on the level of 5,946.64. Then the index was showing weakening trend by the second session closing time. Index was closed at the level of 5,928.31. In short, JCI went down 0.7%. And moving on to top gainers and top losers, here are the key highlights from today's trading session. MDKA went up 2.31% to the level of 2,660 rupiah per share. Zinc went up 3.24% to the level of 191 rupiah per share. Inco went up 2.82% to the level of 5,100 rupiah per share. TAPG or TAPG went up 6.25% to the level of 765 rupiah per share. Meantime, the top losers for today's trading, we got BBCA went down 0.39% to the level of 32,000 rupiah per share. BBRI went down 1.46% to the level of 4,050 rupiah per share. TINS went down 4.24% to the level of 1,805 rupiah per share. And Bank Mandiri went down 2.06% to the level of 5,950 rupiah per share. And next, we are going to see the intraday movement of rupiah towards US dollar. Open at the level of 14,364. Rupiah was also showing strengthening trend towards US dollar. Was closed at the level of 14,290. In summary, rupiah went up 0.21%. Soho Global Health has set the distribution of 299.52 billion rupiah cash dividends. The dividends will be distributed to stakeholders or shareholders on May 20th, 2021.
Soho Global Health has set the distribution of cash dividends for the 2020 financial year of 299.52 billion rupiah. This figure is equivalent to 236 rupiah per share. In an official statement, Soho Global Health's management stated that the company will distribute the dividends to its shareholders on May 20, 2021. For information, throughout 2020, the company achieved positive performance after posting a net profit of 172.1 billion rupiah. This number increased 45.07% from the same period in the previous year, which was 118.7 billion rupiah. This net profit growth is in line with the company's sales growth in 2020, which was recorded at 7.55 trillion rupiah, up 19.27% from 6.33 trillion. Thus, the total revenue earned by the company amounted to 6.16 trillion, a significant increase from 5.04 trillion in 2020. IDX Channel team reported.
As a result of synergy amid economic recovery, Metro Data Electronics posted double-digit growth on revenue and net profit during the first quarter of 2021.
Metro Data Electronics posted revenues of 3.9 trillion rupiah in the first quarter of 2021. This revenue grew 13.9% compared to the same period in the previous year, which was 3.4 trillion rupiah. This increase was triggered by increasing digital transformation, which spurred the demand for ICT products and solutions during the economic recovery period. In addition, Metro Data also posted an increase in net profit of 27.3 billion rupiah, or an increase of 29% year-on-year. The increase in performance can be seen from the income of each company's business unit. For example, the distribution business unit recorded a revenue growth of 14.3% year-on-year, with smartphone sales increasing by 93%, while the solutions and consulting business unit increased 11.7% year-on-year. This achievement is a synergy from various parties as the economy begins to recover. Furthermore, recurring revenue in the Solutions and Consulting Business Unit grew by 22.6%. IDX Channel team reported.
After successfully conducted IPO, 5253 or issuer under stock code Lucy plans to expand 7 new outlets in Jakarta and other big cities.
Lucy in the Sky nightclub management company 5253 plans to expand 7 new outlets in Jakarta and other big cities. As is known, the company just held an initial share listing on the Indonesia Stock Exchange. The issuer with the code name LUCY received fresh funds from an initial public offering of 33.75 billion rupiah after releasing 337.5 million shares to the public. Regarding its expansion plan, apart from Jakarta, there are 3 other major cities in Indonesia, namely Surabaya, Bandung, and Bali, which are still in the planning process for opening outlets, with a target of opening outlets in the second half of 2022. As for the details, the company will use all of the funds from the IPO for working capital, payment of rental outlets and operational activities for all outlets, human resource management, development of an integrated system for outlet management, marketing costs for 7 new outlets, and the renovations of the Lucy in the Sky store in SCBD Jakarta. IDX Channel team reported.
And step aside from market condition as coronavirus pandemic takes big role in current economic situation. And here is an update data about coronavirus globally. And the news close our market lines today. Please enjoy our next program on IDX Channel, your trustworthy economic, business, and capital market channel. Postponing your homecoming in this Eid al-Fitr is not only important, but it is also protecting your loved ones as well. And I'm Wicky Adrian. Have a nice evening and stay safe.